By now you know how to figure out who your ideal customer is. You know how to find them on LinkedIn. You know you need to plan ahead and create habits and be consistent. You know LinkedIn restrictions and limitations and know how to work around them. Your next step is to take the plunge and start sending connection requests. Everything starts with a connection request, and it's so important that you optimize this process. You need to be as efficient as possible as you're trying to connect to people who you believe are important for your cause, and your time is limited and you can request connections only a limited number each day, week and month. There are many factors why someone would accept, decline or just ignore your connection request. Your profile picture, your title, your note or messages, your LinkedIn profile as a whole, your people search criteria and how they match to you. Don't forget that people who don't know you will decide to accept your connection request as a subconscious level, very superficial. They just don't know you yet. So you have only one chance to make a first impression. When someone receives a connection request, they get two options, accept or decline. If someone declines your connection request, they can also click I don't know this person. This extra click is very harmful for your LinkedIn account reputation. When someone clicks this, they are more or less reporting that your request has disturbed them. They will harm your account in the eyes of the LinkedIn algorithm. When sending a connection request, you need to decide whether you will add a short notice with the request or not at all. There are pros and cons in both options. Some have success with less is more approach. But keep in mind that your profile needs to be very impressive for people to accept your request from you with no note at all. If you do decide to send notes with your request, keep in mind that they need to be less than 300 characters long. This means that they have to be striking, to the point and have the power to convert without long paragraphs. When sending notes to accompany your connection request, you could use any of these starting points. Honestly, your goal. You could write that you see them as a potential customer, partner, or associate. You could compliment them after finding them and analyzing their profile. You could write that you are interested in their opinion and expertise. You could mention your mutual connections. You could reference that you share an interest or in the same industry or niche. You could mention that LinkedIn suggested the connections, or you could ask them for recommendations. So decide what your angle will be and take it from there. I know it can be still quite difficult to figure out what to say, so I'm sharing a few connection request note templates so you can use. Download the document below for free. Insert the relevant information and rework them to suit your tone if you need to. But remember, your work doesn't stop there. You need to constantly be improving your notes. Don't just take a template, become comfortable and use it forever without thinking about it again. Here what you should be doing. Testing your notes. You could do what we call splitting tests. This is where you send different types of request notes, and every time someone accepts your message, you take a note of which of the messages converted best, like an internal competition, and then choose the best converting wording for the future requests. Modeling notes from others. Modeling others, good marketing is visible marketing. Here I would also recommend to experiment. If you will add a lion, LinkedIn Open Networker, and configure your account, you will start getting connection requests yourself. Just analyze how they are sending the connection requests. What did they write? How many connections do they have? What did they write in their title? What does their profile picture look like? Did they even bother to send the note with a connection request? You then take what you learned from them and optimize it for yourself. Don't just copy paste. You can modify the text a bit so it will not always look the same. You don't want LinkedIn to think that you are a spammer and that you're just copy pasting all your messages. For example, you could vary the greetings use, hey, hello, hi, dear, and you could sometimes use first names and other times full names. You could also vary how you end of your notes and whatever you use your name. Now it's important to know where to see all requests you've sent. You can go to My Network, Manage, Send, and you see who you sent a connection request, who ignored it. From here you can take some learnings and try to understand why someone perhaps didn't accept the connection request. But you can also be more active and visit their profile. As they can see who visited their profile, it might encourage them to accept it. You could also comment on their posts and get their attention. Your action here completely depends on how much time you're willing to invest and how important the connection is for you. Now let's talk about withdrawing unsuccessful connection requests. There are two reasons why you should withdraw the connection request that looks like it has been unsuccessful. Firstly, if you have more than around 3,000 pending connection requests at once, LinkedIn will restrict you from adding more connection requests. This number could be as low as 1,200 pending requests if your account hadn't been warmed up. Secondly, if you want to be successful in your network building, you shouldn't be giving up on pending requests. If it looks like a request will be unsuccessful, withdraw it and send the person another connection request. At this point, you could also visit their profile, which they will see, or comment on their posts. It all depends how much time you have and how important the connection is for you. I hope you enjoy your free download. Now go and start connecting.